O'Reilly! You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge, just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of Hashtag Saints for the podcast coming at you. Being a little quiet. I'm at home, my childhood home, at my grandma's house, at mama's house. She's asleep. I'm in the living room. Got the Vikings Steelers game on, and buddy. We got, I know this is supposed to be the Jets preview episode, Ryan, but there's been a lot of fucking shit that's happened with the Saints involved, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
We got the Dante. I'm glad Deontay just getting this three games out the way. Just get them out the way. Glad for that.
Yeah.
CeeDee's back. Kenny Stills cut. Who else got? Someone else got waived. I came in. It's been a lot. We got to start. We gonna talk about the Jets game, but we got to start with this Russell Wilson news, Ryan. Got to start with it. We got to put it out there. Jordan, whatever his face of Yahoo, basically, the same report that came out this last offseason that if Russell Wilson got traded, the three teams he wanted to be traded to, three teams, they different. So the first time last offseason, they were the Saints, Bears, Cowboys, Raiders, right? That was the first time this past offseason. This time, Broncos, Giants, Saints, and I think Adam Schefter also threw in the Eagles, what maybe could be in that same category as well. 2 times this list came out, Ryan. Saints on this list twice.
Yes.
One, I think that's pretty telling. 2, if we just stack it up, Saints assets to compare it to like the other teams, their assets, but we in last place. Let's just be real, bro. we in last place. The Vikings probably about to win this Monday night or Thursday night football game. Our draft position will probably change from, my guess would be from 11 to 10, something like that. And in the top 10 of picks. But can I tell you, and I made it a mandate on Twitter, the absolute asinineness I have been seeing in my mentions of people like, well, maybe we don't need Russell Wilson. We just bring Jameis back and we just roll with that. And he was heating up, and then the season was starting and he was getting good. I have blocked so many people in the last couple of days, Ryan. I can't even keep count. It's just I don't deal with stupidity. I just won't. I won't deal with it. I don't have time. This is the worst week to put stupidity in my mentions this week.
Right.
Like I don't care who you are. You put stupidity in my mentions, you gone. But let's just first talk about. And we don't know if it's gonna happen, right? It probably won't. Let's be honest, it probably won't.
Yeah, the probability is very low.
Very low. And the only reason I've tweeted it, the two things that I think the Saints have going for them that they can offer over any of those other teams. One is Sean Payton.
Yeah.
2 is offensive line. Granted, if Teron comes back, I know we rag on the offensive line a lot. If they bring Teron back, you got the offensive line, you got Sean Payton. Because let's just think about these teams. Are we sure Vic Fangio going to be the head coach of the Broncos?
He won't be the head coach by the end of the year.
Are we sure? What's his face? Joe Judge going to be the head coach of the Giants? It's a lot of instability about those. They got assets, but and I tweeted it. This just boils down to, what does Russ want?
Mm-hmm.
What does he want? We no one knows. But if it's strictly I get the appeal. I'm pretty sure he sees it. He's like, man, he's been with Seattle for so long. Like, he probably feel like he got, like he just want to take the garter belt off, bro.
I think it's wanderlust. It's wanderlust.
He just want to be unleashed, and he sees like,
I really don't know what he wants though.
That's the thing. No one does.
Because like I was listening to Michael Lombardi podcast today, and like the offensive coordinator they got now, like I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. But
Shane Waldron.
Yeah. Like he's Russell Wilson's guy. Like Russell Wilson handpicked him. So it's not like they're not giving him what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not what he wanted, but maybe that was the best he could get at the time. I don't know. Like they have skill position players. No, it's not the greatest offense, but you got DK Metcalf, you got Tyler Lockett, you know what I'm saying?
You got Gerald Everett. It's better than ours, bro.
Eskridge, who I wish we had Eskridge right now. Shit, I just take Eskridge. You know what I'm saying? Shit, so I'm like, I don't know. What are you looking for, bro? Is it Sean Payton? It could absolutely be Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really think it is, bro. I think it's Sean Payton. I think he sees, I'm a shorter quarterback. He idolized Drew Brees growing up.
Yes.
Sean Payton was able to do this with Drew Brees, short stature. I don't know, man. I see the appeal, but I'm making a statement. If you get in my mentions and you saying, well, we don't really need Russ because we can bring Jameis back.
The thing is, Jameis should not be a part of this equation.
Please.
Like if you say, like, look, we need to really rebuild, retool this team before we go around trading a bunch of picks because we need, this team lays a lot of work. I get that. Like I literally understand it. I somewhat agree with that because I'm kind of torn by it. But at the end of the day, I just understand how important the quarterback position is. And I feel like Russell Wilson, when he's playing well, is a top 5 quarterback. So I just think you go and get that. If you got a chance to get it, you go get it.
You go get it. Period. Yeah.
You just try to figure it out and just take your shot. But that said, it's like, okay, if it doesn't happen, like the onus needs to be fixing this team. Like it's a lopsided team right now. The defense is good, but not trending upwards. And the offense is horrible. It's a horrible offense. The worst offense in the league. Offense Jets offense better. I don't care. Yep. Jets offense is better. Like it's a bad offense. So they got a lot of work to do. And it's hard to even evaluate the quarterback position based on that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what Russell Wilson, if Russell Wilson's given this offense, it's like, ugh. Like the deep ball to Harris is gonna look nice. You know
it will. I do think this though, right? It all depends on like what that trade looks like. But I think if you get Russell Wilson, imagine you're able to keep AK, you keep MT, even though he's that nigga just a ghost at this point. Like I gotta see that he exists. Just imagine you keep them. That's your core, right? Russ, AK, MT, Ryan Ramczyk. I think
and you still got picks. If you trade for Russ, you for sure at least giving up 3 first-rounders. Oh, you're giving up first-rounders, but I mean, this team has shown when they want to get offense, they can get offense. I mean, Mike Thomas is not a first-round pick,
right? But I think if you get Russ in, I'm not saying it's going to be to the level or degree as how it was with the Bucs with Tom Brady, but it would be pretty close.
Yeah,
like free agents. Offensive free agents would want to come play with the Saints and play with Russ. Right. And I think it just changed the dynamic of the team. Another conversation, this kind of goes into the Jet conversation, is as a fan, right? What is as fandom, what is the best outcome from this team? Like, do we want them to win out and try to every time I shout out to Eric, who that homo. Every time I see that in the hunt fucking graphic, bruh, Saints 5-7. What we in the hunt for? Duck hunting?
The hunt for what? Like, stop it. I'm sorry. I mean, as fans, like, you don't need to understand. Like, You don't want to go to the playoffs. No, I understand some people like, oh, playoffs fine. Who knows what can happen, bro? I'm not trying to see the Saints get blown out by Arizona or some shit on a Saturday, in January. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Not this team, bro. Not this team.
No. I have no desire to see that. There's nothing fun about that. Nothing. And then you're gonna be picking 28th, 4th or whatever because of that, like 28 or whatever. You got 28, like 24, 25, whatever.
Yeah, like in the 20s.
In the 20s, like no. This team, and look, they're not gonna tank. It's not in the DNA. It's not in the DNA of Sean Payton. They're not gonna tank. They're not gonna try to lose. They're gonna try to win out. They're gonna try to win out. They're gonna try to race for it. But that don't mean as a fan I need to sit here and be like rooting for them to fucking, get to the playoffs. I'm just gonna watch this team and see where it goes, where I think it's gonna go, which is it's a below mediocre team right now, bro. They're gonna win 7 to 8 games, maybe. Maybe they would get 9. Maybe they get 9. My even with Jameis, my prediction was 10.
Yeah. We was at the 9-10 range. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, it's a very flawed team. I mean, Mark Ingram on COVID,
Cam Jordan on COVID,
Ty Montgomery. Look, he's a jag, but it is what it is. It's like,
and of course, this all comes after they played the fucking COVID infested Cowboys, bro.
Of course. Like, were they talking to Amari Cooper or something? Like,
just disgusting, bro. So, like, again, I'm not gonna. Let me be clear, right? I'm not rooting for the Saints to lose. I wouldn't do that. We never root for them to
lose. Lose.
Man, it's a coin flip. Like, besides, if you just look at the schedule, besides the Jet game, they might not even have to root for them to lose.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's a stretch. I mean, the Jets is not the Jets are not a good team. I understand that, but
they can score some points.
They score some points. Wilson, he hasn't been great, but he's a rookie, so you just never know what you're gonna get. He might just get hot this week, and we know he can throw the ball. And as far as the Jets defense is bad, but that's equalized by the bad Saints outfit. So it's I think the Jets are going to have one of the best defensive performances this week.
Right? Looking like world beaters.
So I mean, nah, man. I'm hoping they're picking in the teams. That's all I'm hoping for.
You're saying that the Saints, you would hope that they not lose out, they'll maybe lose out and just have a really high draft pick.
Look, a win against the Falcons, I would never root for the Saints to lose against the Falcons ever.
Man, would it be
get a win?
There'd be some shit they beat the Bucs in Tampa Bay, bro. Just something.
And you know what? It would not surprise me at all.
Not in the least.
Not in the least, bro. Would not surprise. Because, I mean, Tampa Bay might not be playing for anything much at that point. Or the Saints just match up well against them for whatever reason.
They do, bro. They do.
But I will say the defense is taking enough hits to where I don't even know if that's the case. 2 firsts. This team it's been beat up, bro. It's crazy because other teams have been injured too, but it's our position groups are taking hits. The defensive end, who are we starting at defensive end this week if Cam doesn't play? It
ain't gonna be Zach Bond.
It's Granderson. Oh hell no! So it's Granderson and some dude. I don't even know his name. I really don't even know his name. I have to look it up. That's your DEs. So you depended on the secondary. The secondary is still good, but we know how secondaries roll, man. They're only as good as the front.
Yep, it's true. Let's get back to the whole Russ thing, right? Because I think here's what I think, and I tweeted this. I've said a lot of thoughts on it via Twitter, but we haven't done an episode in a while. I'll say this: I sound like Sean Payton. But I think the plan should be if you're on Russ's list, I think you got to go for Russ. Whatever it is, you got to go for Russ, and it may take Saints fans got to realize it may take maybe you tag Marcus Williams, trade him as a part of a trade, and some additional picks. It's not going to be cheap. Whatever it is to get Russ, let's just be 100% real about that, right? First, that's your route, but then I think you gotta evaluate Russ versus these quarterbacks in the draft, because I don't know, man. These things will be picking. They may be picking, 7, not 7. Maybe they be picking 8, 9, maybe even the highest 7. I declared it on Twitter. I'm not gonna watch any of them, Ryan. I'm not gonna watch a single snap, but I've seen enough highlights. I've seen enough throws. I've seen enough that I could say I want Kenny Pickett. I want Kenny Pickett, bro. I want him.
Well, you're on the team Pickett, huh?
I'm Team Pickett. Bring me my old ass quarterback, bro. He's 23, 24, however old he is. Bring him here. Because this is what I said. I said Kenny Pickett is the player that I would want, even if it's Matt Corral, whoever you pick, whoever the Saints may pick, that's a rookie quarterback. If you hit on that pick, where that pick is that quarterback is decent, good, but if that quarterback is great, the fucking cap implications you would have.
It's like hitting the lottery, bro.
It is the NFL equivalent of the team hitting the fucking lottery. It would change, and you could argue, and I would listen to this argument if they were to draft a rookie quarterback, Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral, Malik Willis, whoever the fuck it is, and they hit on that pick, and that pick is good. Oh, here's James Washington making a great fucking catch in the end zone. We couldn't give the Steelers a fifth. James Washington, that couldn't happen. Cool. If you hit on that quarterback, you can make an argument that may be better than just going out and getting Russ if that quarterback is decent to good.
Yeah, and that's what you're dealing with the if. That's
it's a huge if.
It's a huge if because you just don't know.
But people who are saying giving up 3 first-round picks is a lot for Russ. Can we bring up the Saints' last 3 first-round picks? Can we do that?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's. I'm going to do it. It's our podcast. We can do it. Okay, this year, first-round pick, Peyton Turner. Who first? Okay. Besides that Carolina game, does he exist?
No, I don't know.
We don't know.
According to his mom, he does. I don't know.
Our pick last year, you know who it was? Cesar Ruiz. Oh, one of the worst guards in the fucking NFL. Cool. So that was what? That was 2020. So now we what? 2019. Oh, we didn't have a first round pick. 2019. You know why? Because we traded that shit. Marcus Davenport. 2 firsts. Is he playing? First. Is he playing on Sunday?
That? You gave up 2 firsts.
Come on, bro.
2 firsts. So you can't throw in an extra for Russ. Just an extra one. It's an extra first.
so that's
keep going. You can keep going.
Marcus. Before that, it was Marshawn. So let's listen out. You telling me you wouldn't trade Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Davenport, Cesar Ruiz, and Peyton Turner for fucking Russell Wilson? If fans don't get the fuck out my face with this shit, right?
But here's what keep going back.
Okay, so that was Marshawn. So that was 17. 16 would have been
Sheldon Riggins.
Would have been Big Rank, who not with the team no more.
With the Jets.
Oh, you're not gonna trade him for us? Okay. What about
go back again? Andrews Pete, my nigga.
No, yep, it sure was. Big Pete. Bro, we've listed 5 to 6 years of first round picks.
And those the Pete and all that, we were picking high.
You telling me you put all those together? What before that? What Brandon Cooks? Kenny
that was that was one of the better picks. Like Brandon Cooks is one of the better first round picks.
Kenny Vaccaro? Here's what I've learned as a fan as I've gotten older. As me and you have been draft nicks, I've learned this. Fans fetishize the unknown draft picks so heavily over what's right in front of them. I've learned that, bro. Yes. I've learned it.
But not only that, I think NFL teams do too, for the most part.
Oh, talk about it.
But that's why the trades, you just don't see our trades work like that, because it's like, they get to a certain point where they start to hold on to these draft picks. Is like,
bro, you know what? I wish we could do. I wish we could go to Erline Drive right now. Tomorrow morning we go in. They so they've already started draft prep. Some more draft prep started, right? We sit down like in a conference room with Sean Payton. We list out every first round pick they made from Kenny Vaccaro to who first, and we just put them all in the list. We say versus Russell Wilson. Maybe that's what NFL teams need, bro. They need to see it.
Like, just see it, man.
They need to see it. Like, and don't get like those. Some of those picks are pretty decent. Like, we could talk about a team, like, speaking of fucking teams, speaking of Russell Wilson, we want to talk about the Seahawks first round picks? Oh my God.
That's one reason from their perspective I wouldn't do it. Do I trust ourselves? Like, Russell Wilson wasn't the first round pick. He was the third round pick.
Like, that's one of the reasons why when people bring it up, I'm like, shit, give the picks up. You trust the Saints with first round picks at this point? I don't. Don't do it. I don't trust them with first round picks. Second, third round picks? That's a different story.
And listen, you can survive without first. I mean, Rams ain't have a first round pick since Jared Goff. And I know they're not the perfect team right now, but they're still an NFC in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? They're really in the hunt. They're in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like one thing I can say about them is they've shown, even though they're not built perfectly, they've shown that their first round pick is fucking overrated. It's overrated, man.
Thank you.
So overrated.
It is.
But you do have to draft well in other spots. You do have to be smart with your free agency. It puts an onus on your pro scouting department and your college scouting department. All that's true. But still, it's like quarterback is such a vital position, man. Such a vital position. And I know Russell Wilson, he has, he's been kind of up and down since like late last year through this year. So it kind of is a, what have you done for me lately type of deal. But I've seen enough of that dude, man. That dude is a stud, bro.
Even like the Washington football game where they lost on Monday Night Football, right? Like, when they were driving down the field, like, I leaned over and told my girl, I said, I don't know if they're going to get the two-point conversion, but I haven't seen this story too many times. He about to lead them down to score a touchdown. I've seen the story, Ryan. I've seen the story. Like, I know it.
Man, you get him in that dome. Ooh.
Him in the dome. Sean Payton can really brush off the offense because you could tell this season, everyone's going to bring up Jameis. Sean Payton, okay, let me bring up this point. Coaches and teams will tell you what they think of players every time. Yes. And every time before Jameis got hurt, the way Sean called games, he did not trust him in a game.
No.
He didn't
trust him.
He didn't trust him.
To the point we don't remember people saying, like, let Jameis cook. Like, they were saying.
I do. Greg Rosenthal was saying, let's take the training wheels off of him.
But what had happened, what we got was a 5-2 record and the most efficient Jameis as possible as you got. He had a 60% completion percentage, which isn't great, but okay. He was low in the turn. He had 3 interceptions. Probably had more turnover-worthy plays, but 3 interceptions. And like 14 touchdowns, So they got the big plays out of him. That was Sean Payton. That was Sean Payton saying, this is what I got to do to accentuate the best and hide the worst. You know what I'm saying? And those games were hard on offense. Like, what do people – I tweeted somebody the other day, like, what were you watching? What were you watching, man?
It's like all, like, not all, but like, seemed like a lot of Saints were just got the man in black, just little boop, like.
Just forgot. It's like, do you not remember watching the game? Yes, I know they were 5-2, and that's great. Wins, like, yes, wins are all that matter. But those are some hard wins, man. Some of them were great. Like the Green Bay is like, yes, I know that was just like a ridiculous, weird, crazy win. But most of those games were just kind of hard, where it's like your butt cheeks was tight the whole game.
Seahawk game, Washington football team game.
And the games had to play out. They had to play out a certain way for it to work. Perfectly. The Patriots game, the Saints got a lot of breaks, they got a lot of turnovers. But even in towards like the end of the Patriots game, you know, the Patriots offense started cooking, and the Saints offense kind of had stalled, and it was like, okay, here we fucking go. Here we go. Washington game. That Washington game wasn't like no cakewalk.
No, it surely was not. Look at the Washington football team now, bro. Like
yeah. They in the mix.
it's wild. So I know we kind of talked about it. So AK's back against the Jets. Man, I saw that and I was like, we sure want to bring back AK?
Let us get healthy, man. He need another week with that knee. But I figured that'd be the case when he didn't play against Dallas. I was just like, come on, man. Like, don't make a play on this Thursday night. Let him get them extra 10 days, you know, and get right, you know, so he could ball. AK been chilling, though, man. Like, remember last year? I mean, not last year, but 2 years ago, it was like, oh, man, AK looked depressed. Shoot, AK got his new old lady. Y'all on TikTok and Instagram, Snapchat, just enjoying life.
Living good, bro. Living good.
He ain't worried about these niggas.
Amazing, like shit. I don't even gotta go to work. Like I can get home, go to my girl. I'm happy, bro. But I know for sure one thing that's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen in the game. There's gonna be a play made by the Jets by Elijah Moore.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a big play, and I'm just gonna be thinking, what the fuck was Sean Payton thinking when they passed on fucking? He's just like one example, you know. Peyton fucking Turner. It's probably gonna be against Lattimore. It's gonna be like a 40-yard touchdown catch, bro.
Yeah.
I feel it in my bones, bro. I just know this team. But what are some things? I know the Saints are a really, really bad offensive team. Taysom got mallet finger. We don't even know this man can throw. It's supposed to rain in New York, and it was like, well, shit. If it rained in New York, he might not even be able to. Like, what is these niggas doing at this point, bro? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I really don't.
I mean, who's playing running back outside of AK?
Tony Jones Jr. Maybe they ain't gonna have no one.
Oh, is he back? Is Tony Jones back? I didn't.
He was a healthy scratch against the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's gonna have to be him.
Yeah, he's a healthy scratch.
They just going to run the ball, man. Like AK, Taysom, and Tony Jones, man. Like they're just going to run the ball in the rain, and it's gonna be ugly, bro. It's gonna be like another ugly game where they keep the score close. There's no big play threat on the offense now with Deontay Harris out. None. There's no big play threat.
You ain't excited about Aesop Winston, bro?
Aesop might make a play. You know what I'm saying? I remember him making plays in the preseason.
Yeah, bro.
But it's like that's where we at. Like Aesop. Kawan, what was his name? Kawan Baker. Where is he?
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Why there's some very complex things. Like there's some things that go on. Things just make me scratch my head, bro. But like the only thing I think of is like this nigga just dumb. Like he just can't get the playbook. Like I gotta you got into the 7th round, didn't make the team, was signed to the practice squad. And we have the worst receivers in the NFL. He can't be elevated once. We got Kevin White back on the practice squad. We got Kevin White back on the practice squad, right?
Oh my God.
This is poverty, bro. I'm saying it right now. This is poverty.
Laquan Treadwell making plays for the Jags out here.
Come on, bro. Making more plays than Kevin White is. I'm just saying, might have another one against you.
It's crazy, man. It's like, you know what? And one thing that's been annoying me is like, if they, say they do lose a couple games, if they don't start Ian Book at least once or twice this year,
talk about it, bro.
What was the point of the pick?
What at some point if you go on a losing streak and you got a playoff contention, at that point it needs to be about evaluating your players.
That's it.
You got to evaluate your players. He was a 4th round pick. Instead of you know who else was drafted in the 4th round, I believe. Armand St. Brown, wide receiver that caught that winning touchdown for the Lions. So this team, I don't want to say what's the vision. What's the vision, bro? I don't know. He got to start some games if they go on a losing streak. If they are eliminated from playoff contention, he needs to play like the last 2 games of the season. You got to see what you have in him.
Gotta see, because I want to know. Like I don't have any opinion whatsoever. Like I just want to know. Like what does Ian Book look with I can't even say a starting offense, but like a starting-ish looking offense. You know what I'm saying? Like what does he look like?
I did say one of my biggest fears. I tweeted it a couple of days ago. Is like Ian Book starting like the last 2 games, just plays lights out, just tearing shit up, bro. We just like shit. What? We got the future right here. And then they don't even think about like getting a quarterback in the offseason because he doesn't.
Oh, that would be the worst, man. We got Ian Book
because he doesn't convince them that he's the future, and next season he turned out to be straight up ass water.
Like our quarterback room.
That would be the most safe shit ever, bro. Like,
oh man.
So that's the only negative I said. Like, I don't want to see him start because I don't want these niggas to get like mesmerized and just be completely hoodwinked by him and people think he go up there and play well, bro.
Right. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. And Sean Payton, we know Sean Payton. He loves to look around the league and he gets infatuated with what like other teams do. I really, really do believe he's looking at New England and it's digging at him, bro. Like it's digging at him. Like, man, they went and got this young quarterback who we like too. And they just, they built around him. They built the defense. They put some skill positions around him.
I don't even think it's New England. I don't even think it's New England. He could go back just to fucking Kansas City, 2017.
That too. Like I think he looks at, but I think he would look at Kansas City more of like, oh well, they just got lucky. He's convinced himself that he's took himself off the Mahomes thing. Like I really do. I don't think he feels anything about Mahomes, man. I think he really has talked himself into being like, oh well, they got lucky and they jumped ahead of me.
That means he's still going through the stages of fucking grief.
Yeah,
that's just the denial.
I just think he's delusional, like denial. Like I just think it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's that simple. But I think
if we would have drafted him, he wouldn't have been as good. Like just complete.
But I think when you look at the Patriots, I think it might give him a understanding that is like, look, like Mac Jones isn't this. Like Patrick Mahomes is a Michael Jordan type talent. Like he's just correct out of this world. Mac Jones isn't like that, but he's a good player. So I think it might seep into Sean Payton that it's like, look, if I could find a good young player to manage the offense, we could have something going here. So I think that might tilt him towards drafting a quarterback who they like, or Pickett, or it might get them towards looking outside of if they can't get Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers or whatever towards, I don't know, Baker Mayfield, Jimmy G.
Oh my God! To me, the options should be 2 things: go get Russ if you can get Russ. You can't get Russ. If you if you want to draft a quarterback, you believe in him. He's the guy. Go get him. I hope it's Kenny Pickett. Go get him. Cool. But if not, like if you go like to me, there's no point to go getting like a Jimmy G.
No.
Whoever. Like I can see them. Like,
at that point, you just stick with Jameis. At that point, you're just like, okay.
Just roll with Jameis, roll with Taysom, and just build your fucking team.
Build your fucking team.
That's it.
You saw what Jameis could do with this patchwork offense. You put they got to draft 2 wide receivers, bro. Got to draft 2, not 1, 2, and a tight end.
I think
or go get a tight end.
I think the first thing is they'll and this is why this off season. I don't think they don't have the funds to go on the spending spree that this past off season.
No.
But they can create some wiggle room. They can get some money where they can. They got to address the offense some type of way, bro. They have to. It's a must. I don't know what that.
I go all offense. I would go all offense. And maybe a defensive tackle, if a defensive tackle pops up or something like that, yeah. But other than that, I'm going all offense, bro.
Like I've seen on Saints Twitter, I've talked about with friends, the wide receiver that keep coming up for whatever reason, and I think it's the whole Joe Lombardi thing is Mike Williams of the Chargers.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like Eddie Murphy, bro. Like Mike Williams is not the perfect player. He's kind of an inferior player. To be honest, just like
he is.
He like if you ask me who I would rather have, like Mike Williams or Will Fuller, I don't know what I would tell you, but like it's like Eddie Murphy, bro. Like when you've been eating fucking just regular fucking saltine crackers for so long, shit, you get a fucking Mike Williams or whoever, shit. This regular crackers, this a Ritz, like
right. We see what he can do. We see what he can do coming out the slot, off the X, in that Sean Payton type offense.
And Joe Lombardi, when he was hired for the Chargers OC position, he made the quote and said Mike Williams is going to be our Mike Thomas. We're going to move him all around. So the fit makes sense. Money, I don't know. But he keeps getting linked. I just think I don't know if Mike Gesicki is a free agent because that could be Jimmy Graham.
Oh yeah.
Like I love me some Mike Gesicki, bro. I love him.
Love him, bro. Love him. Would love him in Sean Payton offense.
Oh my goodness.
Miami would be crazy to let him go to. Crazy. That'd just be ridiculous.
I mean, if I were Miami, like I would. I know it's a tight end. Here's the thing, though. I've noticed with him, though, especially with Tua playing, Tua don't like, and I can speak from this from like a fantasy standpoint because I have him in 2 fantasy football leagues. I don't know if Tua just don't see the middle of the field. He does not throw to Mike Gesicki. He just does not.
Which is weird because that should be his bread and butter.
You would think so. He just doesn't do it. But just imagine him running just that out and up from. Sweating, bro. Sweating.
But yeah, I would go for him. I'd go for Mike Williams. Like, man, you get Mike Williams. You draft 2 wide receivers. You got MT coming back. We'll see what that does.
Let's just. I mean, we gonna have the tons of time to talk about this. Like, but we like it's just a good hard discussion. Just say, you sign Mike Williams. Let's say you draft a quarterback at 11, maybe it's going to end up being 10, whatever the number is. Kenny Pickett, whatever. You check another wide receiver in the second round. Like you're gonna have to at some point get some replacements and some reinforcements on defense because, like you said, it's a defense that's not trending upward. But like you have at that point completely almost transformed your offense.
Yeah, completely
transformed it.
Offensive line, look, it still has its warts. We got to figure out Teron Armstead, but it's not a bad offensive line.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not like, that's why when I keep seeing that list, like the Broncos and the Giants, like, man, is Russ tired of being beat up? Like,
Yeah.
It's like because their offensive lines aren't good. They just aren't good. It's just gonna be fascinating. And honestly, I know we down defensively, but against the Jets, bro, like I need to see DA light up.
Light him up. Light
Light him
that
up,
ass up.
I mean, he did it against Mac Jones. Mac Jones' head was spinning. Zach Wilson has looked atrocious this season.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
He's
man.
looked bad. Like that, it's a little early to say, but like I might have been wrong on that one. I might have been wrong.
That's what everybody's thinking. Like me too. It's like dude got 6 touchdowns, bro. 6 touchdowns.
Me too, bro.
6 touchdowns, man, and like 11 and 12 picks.
It's all right, bro. He don't have 9 or 10 by the end of Sunday, bro.
Because he does start games kind of hot. And he does have the occasional throw where it's like, ooh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? That keeps you in like, okay, like maybe he still had, maybe there's something there. It's almost like Sam Darnold all over again because Sam Darnold will do that too. It's like, ooh, it's a nice throw. So it's like, oh, like, man, that's the only thing. I don't want to be in that hell, bro. Like,
man, I know we talking about it, bro. I know we done talked a lot about these niggas, but like, could you imagine being a Jets fan, bro? Put me out of my misery.
6 losing seasons, bro.
You done drafted 2 quarterbacks in the top 5 that's supposed to be the franchise, and you for sure got one completely wrong. You might got the second one. Like it's hard, bro. Like that's the thing, right? It's hard. So that it kind of goes back. We just want to tie it in together. It's so hard to get that quarterback position right. If you have a top 5 fucking one that wants to say, "Hey, I want to come join your team," you maybe should fucking try to fucking get him at any way possible.
I will say this, and I've been studying this for a while. You do see that teams that draft their quarterback later in the first round, which means usually good teams, usually have some kind of success with that quarterback. So it's like a nature versus nurture question, or chicken or egg, whatever. Like, what makes a quarterback good? If Zach Wilson went to the Patriots or went to, I don't know, like just give me a good team, like the freaking Broncos or something. You know what I'm saying? Would he be better right now? Would the viewpoint of him be better right now? Probably so. Like,
good point. Good point.
So it's like the way the Saints are built now, even though they are horrible on offense, they got to make some moves, but it's like really like 2 or 3 moves that they need to make on offense. Maybe 4 moves to get right back in the spot, plus a quarterback. So it's like, but they do have a defense that's still like, look, man, they were in the Cowboys game, like in the third quarter.
Yep. They
were still in that game. Marshall Lattimore getting the pick, like it was there. Like it was there for them to win the game. So it's like the team still has some good bones to it, to where
it does, man. It does.
It could withstand like a little rookie quarterback that's kind of coming in trying to figure it out.
It could, but I think a lot of that also depends on, like, you still got to get that pick right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got to get it right. It can't be like a garbage pick.
Yeah, you can't be drafting like Christian Ponder or like EJ Manuel.
No, it got to be somebody with some game. Got to be somebody that's smart. Got to be smart in this offense. Got to be. Sean Payton puts a lot on you. Yes, he coaches and he tries to make the offense, coach the offense around you, but you still got to be smart. You got to understand a lot that goes into the game, like just a lot, man. Like,
you do. It's funny because the little bit I've seen of Kenny Pickett, because I'm not trying to watch a lot of them, Ryan. Like I got close.
You gonna watch them, nigga? I don't want that shit.
I almost went to YouTube. Almost typed in Kenny Pickett versus, but I said nope, I'm not gonna do it. Put my hands back. What I will say, and is that he seems like a more, just to give a aesthetic, like who he is, like a more athletic version of Mac Jones.
Okay.
Like just glimpses. Like his deep ball is really good. I don't know if he's as good intermediate accuracy wise as Mac Jones can be. Obviously, we know how athletic he is running the ball with the highlight play that's playing everywhere. So he does have some Mac Jones to his game. He also has a lot of the fucking pillar of fucking thing Sean looks for rookie quarterbacks, the Parcells fucking list that Ian Book has. Kenny Pickett has all those. Starts, completion, touchdown to interception ratio, all that stuff. He checks them all off. Doesn't mean that they like him. Doesn't mean that they're going to draft him. He's officially been bestowed one of my draft bays. That means for sure he's not going to be a Saint, bro. It's just not going to happen. I've seen this story too many times, bro.
Most likely the fact that you pumping him up right now means that other teams going to look and pump him up, and he's going to go like top 5.
You know what? No, you know he's going. He's going to get taken either a pick or 2 picks before us. He's going to go to Carolina or he's going to go to Atlanta, bro. See the story, bro. I know the game.
No, I don't believe Atlanta just too stupid. They just going to keep riding that bus. You're going to do just like the Saints did, man, and just like have no plan.
Just ride the wheels off Matt Ryan, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy, though, but one thing, I will be looking for with quarterbacks, because I'm going to go ahead. I'm the opposite of you. I've been like you these past couple of off seasons. Like, man, I'm not watching the draft. This year, I'm diving in, bro. I'm going to go back in like the old days, try to look at like 100 players. I know it's futility. It's stupid. Because Saints will probably not pick any of them.
I do think it's important just because of how important this offseason, how important.
That's why. That's the only reason why. I'm just going to approach it like, what the fuck would I do? This is what would I do?
Yeah.
That's how I'm approaching.
It's crucial. This draft and offseason is crucial. It's the biggest offseason Sean has had since he got signed as a head coach.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the one thing I look for with the quarterback is like, and we've seen this with the quarterbacks he's had, is being able to make a decision quickly, man. Like,
get the ball
it's
out.
just it's amazing to me how quickly Drew Brees used to get that fucking ball out and make
insane,
decisions.
Bro.
It's insane, bro. Because like Taysom, Trevor Simeon, Jameis, none of them
Teddy
can do that. Teddy, we've seen it. It's like they processing, bro. Like it's like when your hard drive, that little light just keep blinking and blinking. It's like that's what it's doing. When I see them, it's like it's right there. Just let it loose.
Just throw it. And I know Kenny Fields got cut, and he probably deserved to get cut. But even on that interception against the Dallas game, like Taysom was late on that throw, bro. He was late.
Because they think they can make it with the throw. Like they think they can, like, okay, and so it's like gotta get that ball out, man. So that's something I'm gonna be looking for with these rookie quarterbacks, FA quarterbacks, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's interesting, bro. Saints in an interesting place right now, man.
We'll see. It's funny, we'll see what move we're in after Sunday, because if the Saints win, we're gonna be like, how many picks did we drop down?
Oh man,
we picking 13, 14 now. And I mean, in another thing, like we can't outbid like the Giants in terms of picks, because they got like 5 and 6 back to back right now.
Yeah.
But like, if let's say if Russ just says, I want to go strictly to the Saints, I don't care about any other team, I want to go to New Orleans, that's it. Like, the higher that pick is, the less you gotta throw in the pot.
Right, exactly.
Because if we picking in the 14, 15s, then you gonna send 2 other first rounders. But if you picking like top 6, top 5, that changes things, bro. You say, I'm not giving you 2 other. I'll give you another first rounder. I'm not giving you 2 first rounders.
Right.
It's crucial, but we'll see what happens against the Jets. I think it'll be interesting. It's a coin flip game. It's crazy that we even saying this, but It's just the way the season's been.
But you pointed out on Twitter, bro, like, if they did somehow get Russ, we'll be back in that motherfucking gotta win now.
Oh.
Super Bowl or bust.
Oh.
So, that's just going to breed nothing but disappointment in January, bro.
It was like one of the first things I thought about. Because I just said, like, how nice this season's been?
Been nice, man. Nice.
Just vibing, bro. Nothing but vibes. But yeah, we get him. That's out the window, bro.
Oh.
You're going to have the pundits talking about, we don't know how it may happen, but, we're going to maybe look at a Saints and Bucks NFC Championship game.
Oh, back to that. Oh.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. Telling you. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I do know that March, it seems like it's far away, but they'll be here quick. March going to be nuts, bro.
Oh, yeah.
March, that night, March is going to be absolutely nuts. And I also think it's going to be interesting to see, and I don't know if they will, because they probably wouldn't. Be interesting to see, like, would Seattle let Russ and his agent talk to these other teams? Just to see, like, the Texans allowed, creep Deshaun Watson to. He talked to the owner of the Dolphins, Stephen Ross.
Yeah.
Day before the trade deadline. We'll see. But anyway, for people who are still listening, thank you guys. Tomorrow's Friday, so I am gonna do that tumbler, that free tumbler that I got. I am gonna do that raffle for that and get that sent out. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week, whoever wins it in the raffle, all that. Thank you guys for all your guys' support. Again, thank everyone who's reached out to Twitter, who DM'd me, still expressing condolences. Due to my mother's passing, I greatly appreciate it. We had a beautiful, beautiful service on Monday, and I still, like I was telling Ryan before the show, I still wake up. Some days it just feels like a dream, feels surreal. But take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And I just want to say this, like, as someone who has had former battles, with my mother in the past before her passing, and then we reconciled towards the end. Unless it's something along the lines of like abuse or like extreme cruelty, just let that go. It's not worth it. Like take it from someone who's lived it. I don't want to say like I have regrets now, because me and my mom, we got an opportunity to speak on it and put everything to bed. But something that she kept saying over and over again every day, when I was here during Thanksgiving before she passed, she said, you can't get that wasted time back. Can't get it back, man. There's nothing you can do about it. That time is gone. So like that, and I really think she kept saying that because she knew that the end was close.
Yeah.
And that 10 years, that whole decade where we didn't talk, like there's nothing that can be done to get that time back. It's gone. So if you listen to this, friends, family, especially family, like unless they did something or, like I said, abuse, or where it was, you have a legit reason not to speak to them, hash that shit out. Please. This life we have is very finite, and when it's over, it's over, and it's over quick, and that's it. So just take it from someone who's lived through it, and just take my advice if this hits home with you. So
it's real.
Yeah, that's all I'll say on it though. But that said, thanks for all the people who still listen to us, even when the Saints are 5-7. We really seeing who our true fans are. At this point, you still listen to us. You really down for us. You a diehard. We appreciate y'all. So with that, we're out. We're gonna be back Sunday night talking about the Jets game, recapping that. With that, Wow.
Peace.
O'Reilly.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly.